All right, so here's the deal. Anyone who's been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm called International Stacker because I travel a ton. And usually I'm traveling overseas and back to the US and bringing back a ton of gold and silver. However, this time I am traveling, and I'm just putting my tripod on. I'm traveling from the state of Maryland to the state of California, but I'm going to show you how to get your silver in gold past the TSA. Shh, it's a secret. All right, guys, I'm back here, and I'm showing you how to get your gold and silver through the airport, through customs, through TSA, whatever it ends up being. And as you can see here, I have probably over 100 ounces. This is going to be heavy. But first things first, we got to pack it. So usually I put shoes or something in there to where I can put bags of coins in there, and they're not going to wrestle around a lot. Another thing that works well is on international flights, you get these packages that give you these little socks to walk around in on the plane. And I never use them, but what I do is I save them for stuff like this. There we go. Now, am I going to have to actually sneak this past TSA or customs to get my beloved silver back home or into the United States? No, you do not. And I'm going to show you the process of what happens, how to do it, and to make sure you're safe so you don't get in trouble. Now, there's a few differences when you're going international versus domestic. And during this video, I'm going to make sure to point out those differences as I get to them. But as you can see right now, I am packing this bag, and let's get the silver in there. This is all Canadian silver dollars. Woo! This bag's going to be heavy, and that's one good point. I am not checking this bag. No sirree. Whenever I take silver with me, it is always in my carry-on. If it's not a lot, I put it in a backpack. But since I have a significant amount, I'm having to have a special suitcase just for my silver, and this thing's going to be heavy. So, I'm putting some more silver in these socks. I'm getting everything done. Now, here's the thing. This is 100% getting searched as soon as we go into security. So you don't want to make it too hard for them to see. You want to make it fairly easy. It's normal for them to check. Do not worry about it. It's normal for them to check. Don't worry or stress about it. This is not silver. This is just change. Some change I got from coin roll hunting and just being out on the East Coast for a couple months. So I'm going to have to cash that in. I intended to do that before I traveled. However, I didn't get the chance to. And guess what? At the airport tomorrow, I'm meeting someone special that some of you, if not a lot of you, might know. So maybe I'll have the opportunity to spend some of this when I meet them, and I'm going to make a special video about that. But here's the thing. Whenever I meet another stacker, and this stacker has a channel. Oh, there's a CYO Tino from Just Another Average Stacker. Thank you, my friend. Whenever I meet somebody, I always give them a gift. So I need to figure out, and it's not going to be this, I need to figure out what I'm going to give this stacker tomorrow. All right, so we're going to put the last coin stuff in here, and then we're going to put some clothes in on top of it. Now, really quick, let's review what we've learned, and maybe I'll put this text on the screen if I'm feeling fancy. Step 1, always take your silver or gold in a check-in. I prefer a backpack, but if you have a significant amount like this is, pack it in a suitcase. Step 2, pack it so it doesn't clink and make noise and make you a target, but also pack it easy enough to where it's easily searched, such as using the clear plastic bags. Step 3, if you're flying internationally, especially if you're flying out of a country in the Middle East or Africa, make sure you have receipts on you for anything you've bought. If you don't have a receipt, you don't have a receipt, but ideally you want to ask for a receipt, have them fill out a receipt and have it with you. I've had them ask for a receipt before. I didn't have it with the big silver bar, and I said, next time have it. I'm like, okay, sorry, and I got to leave. All right, guys, I got my silver bar. Let's see if I can get it out of here. We're at the secondary checkpoint going to London. Out Airport. There it is, sitting on the shelf. So make sure you have your receipts with you. Make sure if you're not doing domestic, if you're traveling international, know what the limits are. Most countries around the world are going to be 10,000 US dollars, 10,000 Australian dollars, 10,000 euros. And that's as of the date of filming this, but all that can change. Gold and silver on a crazy run, folks. That can change overnight, okay? But make sure you don't have more than 10,000. Why is that? Anything 10,000 over, you have to report. You have to declare. Declare is actually the word. So when you get there, you're going to fill out a thing. If you have more than 10, you make sure you declare it. If you don't declare it and they find it, they're taking it from you, assuming it's drug money. If you declare things, it doesn't mean it's going to be taken. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get charged taxes, although you might. But it warrants further investigation. But if you don't declare, they will take it from you internationally. They can. Always declare if you're over 10,000. Easy way to avoid that. I don't travel with more than 10,000. I'm thinking this is 100 or maybe 150 ounces of silver. So today's prices, I don't even know what that's worth anymore. 2,000 or 3,000, who knows? Prices are crazy, okay? But well under 10. Now, how do we get this puppy through security in a safe and a discreet way? Let me show you. I'm going to film it right now. But first, let's check in. Protect the living, destroy the dead. This is supervisor of the zombie task force, guys. Through the TSA. Let's go. Free check. Let's get this silver and gold through, folks. Made it through, guys, but my one bag's getting shut.
Just give me 1 second.
Yeah, you're good. And it was that easy. So let me give you the tips and tricks. You guys, the person before me that kept checking their bag, ends up he had a knife in there. He had a pocket knife. So I asked the TSA agent, you know, how often does that happen? And he was fairly new, but he says it happens a decent amount. People go camping and whatever, forget. But anyways, here is the tips and tricks. Once you get to security, because I already gave you some tips and tricks earlier, is you need to put it, your bag up on the thing, obviously. Now, if you only have a few coins or one small bag of coins, remove them from the suitcase, put them in their own bin and send them through. But you want to make sure they're in like a Ziploc bag or something when you pack it, not loose, and send them through. Why? Because whatever suitcase your coins are in is going to get searched. So if you pick a suitcase or carry on with a bunch of stuff inside you don't want messed up, well, you're going to have a fun time when they're searching it. So make sure to put it in a tub by itself. Now, for instance, this suitcase has pretty much all silver and coins in there and just some clothes to pad it. That's why I put the whole suitcase through. Anything that has gold or silver in it is going to get searched. So make it as less complicated as possible and avoid a lot of the headache. The only difference that's domestic, the only difference coming international is if you have over $10,000 for the US, and I think the UK is 10,000 pounds and there's 10,000 euros or 10,000 Australian dollars, make sure you declare it. If you don't declare it, they can take it away. What happens if you declare it? They're just going to ask where you got it from and make sure it's not money laundering or drug money or anything like this. So that's why it's important to have any kind of receipts with you. And a lot of these foreign countries like Middle East and Africa, you might not get a receipt, but if you ask for one, they'll write one up for you. But make sure you have a way to prove that you got it through good means and you'll be fine. Myself, I never travel with more than $10,000 worth of metals. Well, at least I haven't yet. So I got to avoid all that. Well, I'm headed to my gate, guys. Thank you for watching this, and I guess we'll say, catch you on the next one. And I got all my silver. Woo!